Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Have I got something for you today? Do you know what? There is nothing better than getting access, exclusive access to first things, right? Things that no one has seen. You and I, right now, as you are watching this, you're gonna be the first people to see what this app will potentially look like when it's finished. I have an exclusive video to share with you today about AdPay. But before we get to the video, right, which I promise you, you will see it, you will be one of the first people ever to see this thing before it launches into the marketplace. What is AdPay? I've spoken about it on the channel before. It is not live yet. So I just want to make it very, very clear. This is not public yet. It will be public very, very soon. And in 2022, there will be the AdPay token, coin, which will come out into the world. But for now, your job is to learn as much as you can about what AdPay is going to do. Now, it's a DeFi e-commerce solution for consumers and merchants, right? It covers both. And I'm going to show you the white paper, why it's important for you to read the white paper. Right now, the best thing that you can do to stay up to date is to register your interest, right? So first name and email address, that's it. Nothing else is needed. Nothing else. When you jump on adpay.io, you get to learn all about it. What it is, how it works. AdPay is a DeFi decentralized finance protocol that is the first BNPL, buy now, pay later platform built integrating blockchain technology with its own cryptocurrency. You don't understand how big this is going to be. If I was a traditional buy now, pay later system, I would be very, 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 very worried right now. I'd be terrified right about now. Because when this launches, it is going to be like nothing else out there in the marketplace. Now, to give you a taste of just how confident the team behind building AdPay is, I want to mention, which I mentioned in the last video, but I don't think you guys understand quite how big this is. They have not taken a single cent from consumers, retailers, investors to build this. They have self-funded the entire process. Self-funded. That's how much confidence there is. They didn't want to give one token away to potential investors. Not even one, because they know what they've built and how big this is going to be. This will be one of, if not the biggest of 2022. It's going to be that huge. And I have to say, I am super, super excited about what they're up to, what they do, and how it's all going to work. Now, you can stake. So stake an approved stablecoin and earn a yield over selected term. You can shop. So just like any other buy now, pay later system, you'll be able to shop from inside the app. Everything you'll be able to do will be inside the app. From a merchant perspective, right, there'll be a governance token, there will be an e-commerce solution, there'll be incentivized shoppers and removes the credit risk. So remove credit risk, merchant makes a sale and is paid in full instantly, and they take care of the rest. So the AdPay system take care of the rest. And inside the app, you have your own wallet as well. So AdPay will also allow users to pay for their own shopping with an approved cryptocurrency that they hold in their AdPay wallet. Shoppers will be rewarded through a program that is built on allowing contributors to the ecosystem benefit. Now, for the business, the consumer has cryptocurrency, has AdPay on their phone, but for the business gets paid in whatever currency they want, right? So when the person goes to make the payment, it will automatically transfer the payment amount into fiat. So from a merchant perspective, there isn't going to be a risk, because obviously one of the biggest things that a merchant will say is, well, we don't really want to take cryptocurrency as payment. Can we take something else? Can we take traditional fiat? And yes, the answer to that is yes. That's how big this is going to be. Now, when you create an ecosystem that has the right answers for the merchants and the right answers for the consumers, you create an ecosystem which is a win-win situation. And in the case of AdPay, being the first, which will be BNPL, buy now, pay later, on the blockchain, is going to be absolutely insane. Now, 62 pages. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking you to read 62 pages. You gotta understand this white paper. This white paper is critical for you to understand, from a summary to the overview, to the introduction, to the business model, the strategy, the team, the ecosystem, the users, how the features and functionality, the technical considerations, the token dynamics, the financials, and the disclaimers are all in here. But you need to go away and do your homework on this, because when this comes out, it is going to be insane. The other thing for you to do is to definitely jump on the socials and follow the socials, right? We are so early on this. So early that you gotta jump in, be involved in the socials, understand what is going on, what is happening, and how it's all working. Now, I promised you a first, and I'm gonna deliver. Give me one moment. I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to share with you something that you and I are the very first people in the world to see. Now, before I hit the play button, I want to have a few disclaimers, right? Obviously, this can change from what it is right now. This is a demo for you to see, but of course, things can change in it. But I just want to give you a look and feel where it's 90% there. And I think this is incredible, but check it out. I'm gonna stop talking right now. I want you guys to see it.
So let me know, can you see it?
Yeah, go for it.
Sign up process, username, password, details, personal details, ID verification process, typically licensed front and back. Then we can connect to the bank account. Let's get on the same bit. So, they've got to accept the terms and conditions, privacy policy, etc. Accept and pay, and that essentially, gives them access to the app. What we've got here is the dashboard. So, let's say the outstanding or the available credit they have, what they've spent, and their limit. These numbers at the moment are all random. In a couple of weeks' time, we'll have them all connected so they all make sense, and it'll be all hooked up to live pricing. We've got the next payment schedule, or the next payment due here. If they want to make a payment, let's go back here. So if they want to make a payment now outside the scheduling, they can do that. Here's the payment schedule. We're changing that. It's going to be 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and 12 weeks. And those that pay in 4 weeks get a bigger reward than those that pay in 12 weeks. But they all get rewards, right? Here, as part of the dashboard, they can access their statements for different months and the transactions with individual merchants. In the shopping part, this is where basically all the merchants will reside. When a user presses on one of these, then it takes them through to the e-commerce store of that merchant. Okay, and then once again they'll be able to access their statements from here as well.
What is the staking?
We're getting there. Oh, that's already uploaded. The wallet part of the app. As you can see, we've got an arbitrary price for the AppPay coin of $14.77, which is probably theoretically where it should be. Just putting ideas in your head. The balance in the wallet here is depicted up here, and that's basically then we've got how much that's changed over the last 24 hours. So just like your existing digital wallet that you might hold, the coins that you hold here, such as AppPay, and then if you press here, you won't be able to stake any of these other coins. You will be able to hold Bitcoin and Ethereum in there, but you will be able to stake app pay coins because we will have an app pay staking program. You'll be able to send and receive, as you can see here. Forget about that. That's just going to get changed, but you can send and receive, and you'll be able to stake. And obviously, the key coins for us on app pay to be staked are the stable coins, USDT, USDC, and DAI. We're probably not going to include BUSD at this stage, right? But you'll be able to, stake the coins, and then you can put how many coins you want to stake, etc. For how long you want to stake it, bang, and then off you go, right? So that's the staking. Then you've got your active stakes. So let's say you've staked your AppPay coins or your USDT. It'll tell you how much time you've got remaining on the stake, and let's say potentially how much you've earned in terms of percentage over that timeline. And if you press on them, you can obviously unlock your stake, unlock stake, etc. So then we're going to the settings page where we are building that out a little bit more. So that'll be obviously privacy issues, security settings, all that sort of stuff. But there is other things like editing payment methods. So whether it's being able to debit your digital currency wallet or your bank or credit card, account limit increase, which will obviously include having to submit AppPay governance tokens to access those higher credit limits. In a couple of weeks, it'll be, it'll be a fuller prototype, and we'll have actual processes linked. We'll be able to execute a live transaction on it. When I say live transaction, it'll be a live dummy transaction. But yeah, essentially, that's how it looks. We've had some positive responses for it, so let us know what you think.
How cool is that? I mean, that is amazing. Of course, you're right. I mean, it is a demo. It's going to be a little bit different to what we're seeing right here, but 99% of what you saw right there will be the live version. And again, I just want to reiterate, built from the ground up without a single cent from investors, right? The day this thing launches, it is going to be incredible. Not to mention that the way that the team at the moment is shaping up the rollout phase and how the app is going to roll out and the token and how that's all going to line up in 2022, it's going to be absolutely insane. Now, how quickly is this catching on? Without it being live, without there being anything yet for people to touch apart from renders at the moment, all over the internet, there are already articles being published about it. The Medium article from the company itself, this particular article is brilliant for you to check out. The Buy Now, Pay Later introducing AppPay, which was published 5 days ago on their Medium account. But then when we start to look at Tech Times, Tech Times are talking about, how the global crypto market is just over a decade old, but the revolution it created is unphenomenal. And the way that this will be a day-to-day life usage app, I don't think a lot of people understand just how big this is going to be. This is going to be massive because in the day-to-day, this will be one of those apps that will be used day-to-day by merchants, by people, integration of this payment system using smart contracts. This is the future of the Buy Now, Pay Later system. And it's going to catch all the companies that are currently doing it in a traditional method off guard. Even if they wanted to start today, even if they saw my video today and they wanted to start today to build something, they're not going to build it in time for when AppPay launches and how big it's going to get. There are so many things that allow smart contracts to do which traditional methods just aren't able to do. And of course there is more to this, and in time I will share what I'm talking about. But if I were a competitor of AppPay, a traditional competitor of AppPay, right now today, I would be very, 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 very worried when this launches, which is not far away. future of e-commerce solutions, right? That's what I'm getting to. It's the future of e-commerce solutions on a global scale. That's how disruptive this is going to get. And it's going to get very disruptive very, very quickly, because the field that they're playing in, the DeFi, buy now, pay later, cryptocurrency field that AppPay is going to play in, and the amount of adoption that can happen worldwide very, very, very quickly utilizing this technology, it's going to go fast. Like really, 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 really fast. So what is your homework? Go and register for your interest. Just a name and email. That's all you need right now to stay up to date with what's going on. Read that white paper. 62 pages will be the best 62 pages that you ever read. Jump on the socials. Follow the socials. Check everything out that there is that you can possibly check to learn and understand about what these guys are up to, how it's going to work, how what they're building is going to absolutely disrupt an industry. And I don't know about you, and I know that we are just, almost about to start the final month of 2021, but my mind is already in 2022 and when this launches. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.